Hi, this is Zev Steinberg, and I'm talking to you today because I'm about to show you a little preview of the new SAFD website. It's something we've been working on for over a year now, and we finally are ready to now move into the beta testing phase. And we have a whole bunch of information up there that's totally just stand-in information. It's not all real yet, but there's enough there that I can give you a little sneak peek of what it's going to be like. So here we go. You might recognize this as our old website, but let me introduce you to the new one. So all the pictures here are just placeholders, so don't get excited about all those. But it's a much sleeker design. And it will have a lot of things that you're really familiar with. It'll still have news on the front page. It still has a moving ticker as well. It has a ticker for upcoming events like workshops that are showing up soon. As well, it'll have all the same things you had before, the history of the SAFD. You'll have directory of Fightmaster, governing body, all of the members, actor combatants, advanced actor combatants, etc. Frequently asked questions, forums and publications, all the same stuff that you found on the old site, but the new site moves a lot quicker, a lot sleeker, and I think you'll really enjoy it. So if I log in as myself, I now get some more features that show up, as well as I can move to my own profile. So if we look at the directory here of the governing body, for example, we'll get pictures in here soon. And I can now go to my own profile here. And this is my public profile. And the public profile still has a place for pictures, a place for your bio, information like contact information, links to your Facebook and your personal website. You can now have multiple pictures available, different headshots, things like that. And you'll also see your entire testing history. Now when you go to see this is what everybody gets to see from the public end. If you go to your own profile on the back end, you can edit all your information just like you would expect to. But in addition to seeing all of your test history, you will also now see all of your transaction history. So any payment that you've made to the SAFD, dues payments, test payments, anything at all, you'll get to now see all of your financial history as well. Another thing you get to do from your own profile page is you can check up on your own status, whether you're current or not, and if you're not, or if it's coming up, you can make your dues payments right from here, and you also find out all the groups you're into. So a lot of the website still needs to be put in now that we have the framework, but the thing that we're most excited about, the thing that we spent the most amount of time reworking, is the testing side of the website. So now this isn't going to be all that relevant to the members below the rank of certified teacher, but the certified teachers and above are going to love what we've done here. So if we go into the testing side, right now because I'm an administrator, I'm going to see all the tests, and we've pulled a bunch of data from the old site to see it all. But as a certified teacher, you'll see all your tests listed like you did before. But the way that the information is entered and used is what's fantastic. So I'm going to create a test event here. We'll call it Zev's Test 2015. And the sponsor location is the Zev Steinberg Institute of Awesome. And the test date, we'll say that the test date is June 12th, 2015, Chicago, Illinois. And we'll say that this is a rapier dagger, unarmed, and knife test. Those are the ones being offered at this test. So just like the old way we had it before, you create the basic information for the event and you start adding certified teachers. So let's take David Sterrett. And now what the database is doing here is it's combing through all of the members, and it's going to give me a population of ones that I can choose. That's the one I want, David Sterrett. I'm going to add him as a teacher, and just so that the test works, I'll add myself as a teacher too. I'll choose the adjudicators. You'll notice you can have multiple teachers and multiple adjudicators for any given test. And then you start adding participants, and it's the same idea. You start typing the student's name, so I'll put myself in the test. And it'll auto-populate based on the users on the website. And Zev is testing in R&D, unarmed, and knife. Add. I'll add another student, Colin Bressy. And Colin, he doesn't need the R&D test, but he's doing the other two. And Amy Root. she's just doing those two. And just for an even number, let's take East Coast rep Alicia Rodas. She's testing in all three. So once I've added all my students and it just keeps on going, the page will be auto-saving as you go, but then when you're done you can click save again, just for your own sake. So let's say I've now created this test, and it's now time to grade it. It is test day. So we come over to here to the grading system, and there's a couple ways we can look at it. We can look at it as tests by weapon, all the people testing in rapier dagger, all the people testing in unarmed, or all the people testing in knife. Or we have another way of looking at it. We can look at it as pairs. So let's say Zev Steinberg and Alicia Rodas are partnering for the whole day. So side by side, we can see all of their tests. Now, to actually grade the test, all you need to do is choose basic, rec, or no pass. Rapier and dagger, rec, rec. Unarmed, not so great, but they killed it in knife. Now the best part about the way that we've designed this whole test is we designed it not to just be done on a computer, but to also be done on a tablet or a phone. So the entire website, the testing systems, and every page of the site is what's called a responsive design. So if we change the size of this window, things don't disappear. They just start moving to accommodate a change in size. So when you're looking at it on your iPad or a nice full screen, everything just moves around. So I can be looking at this even on a phone, and I can grade this test. Once it's all done, I go back to edit my test, and there you have it. It will still calculate all the finances for you. We're still working on all the different features for that as well. Overall, we are just thrilled about this new site. The company that we've been working with, Inverse Square, has just been wonderful. So keep an eye out over the next month or so as we move all the data onto this new site and continue our testing phase, and look for the site to launch this summer. Thanks, guys.